when I fought Pettis, it was kind of boring, and I got shit on about this fight because I kept it boring. But in my eyes, I was just saying, look, I had a fight to win. You know what I mean? This was the number one guy, and in order to beat him, I took him to a place where he wasn't comfortable.
Right.
And I kind of that was my justification for how boring the fight was. Nobody liked it, and I put myself first there. winning to me was most important.
You're allowed to do that.
Yeah. And I put the crowd second, and you can do that, but you can't do that often. You know, like that's not something that you can do habitually, and think that you're going to get title shots and that the promoters are going to be on your side and want you to get to that belt. In this fight in particular, this was just a strategy, and I think
for sure.
I love Trevor Whitman and Pat Barry. Their intention was correct. He even said to Rose at one point, he said, "You hear that booing? That means we're doing the right thing." Because he didn't want Rose to be overactive and give up her hip and get taken down. Right. In the midst of that, I get that strategy. That strategy is completely. He was right. In saying that. But you need to find a way to be offensive and still do that. You need to find a way to still do damage and do that at the same time. And it was like,
100%.
The strategy wasn't to beat Carla; it was to not lose to Carla. And that's when you do that, you face the sound of the judges, and regardless of who you thought won, you left it to some people, and often judges don't know what the hell.
They're so bad. I can't believe how bad they are. Even at the UFC level, I don't know where they come from or where or if they have any background of any kind. BJJ, Muay Thai. That you understand any positions, but it's so we've been seeing them. They're just so poor.
Now, if you guys want to know the truth, I mean, some of these guys are just boxing. Some of them only know boxing, and then some of them only know
I believe it.
Kickboxing. Some of them never been in a grappling match in their whole life. So like there needs to be some kind of criteria, or like a class, or like something where a judge has to say, all right, this guy knows enough about this new sport. It's a new sport. So our judges are still from old arts.
Right.
So oftentimes, if you ever even think, I'm going to leave this to the judges and it's going to go in my favor because I know I won the fight, they don't know the sport like you, the fighter, knows the sport.
For sure.
They don't even know the criteria the way you, the fighter, knows the criteria.
Right,
so,
and they're judging you.
As from a fighter standpoint, there's a catch-22 because yes, I want to be exciting. But I do know to go the victor. So you go out there and be exciting, like a Tony Ferguson, you get KO'd, right? Tony probably could have played outside, jabbed, teeped, and somehow, squeaked a win. And the whole crowd would have booed him, to no end, and said that was a safe way of fighting. And you suck, and got all this ridicule. And also, on top of that, lose half your paycheck. And that is what a lot of fans.
What you got to give away to your trainers and everything, right?
No.
How would he lose it?
All these fighters get win and show money.
Yeah, you get to.
So you're getting your show money.
Yeah.
When you step on the scale.
Yeah.
And now, whether you win or lose means half your paycheck. Now, half these guys go out there like a Tony Ferguson, maybe getting I don't know what he's getting. Let's just say he's getting 300 to show, 200 to win.
It's probably fair.
He's probably somewhere in the $500,000 range.
Yeah.
But let's say he's getting 300,000 to show up when he steps on the scale. Now the difference of him winning or losing, or the difference of Rose winning or losing, could be hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Right.
If she loses, she don't get that other half her check. So these fighters go out there and they're under this crazy amount of pressure from the crowd and from the promoter to hit home runs. You better go out there and hit some home runs. But when they swing and miss, they lose half their paycheck.
Okay, I see what you're saying now.
So they're at a tug of war in themselves inside that cage, going, "Yeah, I want to hit home runs, but hey, man, I got some mouths to feed."
Yeah.
So there's a internal battle going on with the fighters, and if you wanted to get rid of that, you truly wanted to get rid of that as a promoter, you probably just get rid of the win and show and let these fighters let it loose. You know what I mean?
Flat rate. Like, yeah, come up to a flat rate.
Yeah. The reason that a promoter should be telling a guy because he lost that half his paycheck's going. That's the craziest thing about this whole sport.
Yeah, if you think about it.
I mean, could you imagine athletes like any other sport saying, "Hey, if you go out there and don't catch any balls today, half your paycheck's going." What?
Yeah.
What kind of pressure you're under?
It's a lot of pressure. Yeah.